Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to the Learn Speak English podcast. I'm Ryan, and I am absolutely buzzing with that fresh New Year energy.
And I'm Thomas. Hello to all our dedicated listeners. I hope you had a restful holiday season. Ryan, you sound incredibly excited. Did you drink too much coffee this morning? Or perhaps too much champagne last night?
Maybe a little bit of both. But Thomas, seriously, I love this time of year. It's a clean slate, a fresh start. The famous motto, New Year, New Me, right? A motto is basically a short phrase or saying that represents something you want to focus on or achieve, like a personal goal or belief you want to live by. It's that reminder to start fresh. But let me ask you something, Thomas. How many times have you said that? And by February, you've already forgotten your plans.
That is a painful question. Statistics say that 80% of resolutions fail by the second week of February. It's the quitter's day phenomenon.
Exactly. And that keeps people awake at night. The feeling of being stuck in the same place year after year. That is exactly why today's episode is different. We aren't just giving you vocabulary. We are giving you the tools to stick to your goals.
That's right. Today, we are going to talk about New Year's resolutions and wishes. But more importantly, we will teach you the subtle difference in English between hoping for a change and committing to a change.
Plus, we're going to battle it out. USA versus UK traditions. And wait until you hear some of the crazy things people do in other countries to attract luck. You won't believe what they do in Denmark.
Indeed, it involves destruction. So, grab your notebook or your leftover champagne glass and let's get started.
Before we jump into the grammar, we need to understand a mindset. You see, words have power. If you use weak words, you get weak results.
Precisely. Let's look at the vocabulary of desire versus determination.
First, we have wish and hope. Wish is when you want something, but you don't really have full control over it. It's kind of like magic, you know? Like when you blow out the candles on your birthday cake and wish for something, but you have no idea if it will come true. Or when you say, I wish I could be a famous singer, but it depends on so many things that are out of your hands. Hope, on the other hand, is more about being optimistic. You want something specific to happen, but it's still up to things outside of your control. For example, you might hope your team wins a game, or you hope you get that job, but there's no guarantee. You can try your best, but the outcome isn't totally in your hands.
On the other hand, we have resolution and goal. Resolution comes from the word resolve, and it's basically when you make a firm decision to do something or not do something. Like, at the beginning of the year when you say, my resolution is to work out more, you're making a strong commitment to make it happen. It's not just a wish, it's a decision to change something. Now, a goal is like the thing you're aiming for. It's the result or outcome you're working toward. For example, if your goal is to get better at drawing, you might practice every day and track your progress. A goal is something you actively strive for, and it gives you a clear target to aim at.
Thomas, let's listen to a conversation. We recorded a role play between two friends, Sarah and Mike. I want our listeners to pay close attention. Who is just wishing and who is actually planning?
I really hope this year is better, Mike. I wish I could get fit.
You wish you could, or you are going to.
Well, I hope to lose some weight. It would be nice to run a marathon one day.
That sounds great, but do you have a plan?
Not really. I'm just hoping the motivation comes to me. What about you?
I have a resolution. I'm going to run the London Marathon in October. I've downloaded a training app and I'm going to run 5 kilometers every Tuesday and Thursday.
Wow, you sound serious.
I am. I'm not just wishing for it, I'm working for it.
Okay, listeners. Did you hear the difference? Sarah used phrases like, I hope this year is better and, it would be nice. She is passive.
Exactly. She is waiting for something to happen to her. But Mike, he used the magic words. I am going to. He was specific. He mentioned the days, Tuesday and Thursday, and the distance, 5 kilometers.
This brings us to a key persuasion principle, specificity. When you are specific with your language, your brain takes it seriously. Saying I want to learn English is a wish. Saying I am going to listen to this podcast every Wednesday is a resolution.
So, here is our first call to action for you guys. Pause the episode for a second. Yes, right now. Think of one specific thing you want to achieve. Don't just say health. Say, I'm going to eat 1 apple a day. Say it out loud. We'll wait.
Good. Now that you have committed, let's look at how cultures celebrate this transition.
So, Thomas, paint a picture for me. It's New Year's Eve in the UK. What is happening? Is everyone drinking tea and apologizing to each other?
Not quite, though that does happen daily. Traditionally, many people watch the fireworks over the London Eye and Big Ben. It is spectacular. But, if you go north to Scotland, we have something called Hogmanay.
Hogmanay? That sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Hogmanay us.
It's actually a huge celebration, often bigger than Christmas in Scotland. And there is a specific tradition called first footing. It's actually a huge celebration, often bigger than Christmas in Scotland. And there is a specific tradition called first footing.
First footing? What does that mean?
The superstition says that the first person to enter your house after midnight decides your luck for the year. Ideally, to bring the best luck, it should be a tall, dark-haired male carrying a piece of coal, some salt, and a bottle of whiskey.
Wow, that is incredibly specific. Why coal and salt?
Coal represents warmth for the home. It is a black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is primarily made up of carbon. Salt represents health, and whiskey represents a good time. Tell me, Ryan, how does the USA compare?
In the U.S., it's all about the spectacle. The most iconic image is Times Square in New York City. Imagine this. It's freezing cold. You are surrounded by a million strangers. You haven't peed in 6 hours because you lose your spot if you move.
The truth is, Ryan, I don't think it's a very fun plan to welcome the new year.
Yes, it's true. It's not something that can excite everyone. But the energy is electric. Everyone is waiting for the ball drop. A giant crystal ball descends for the final 60 seconds. And when that ball drops, there is a tradition. You have to kiss the person next to you.
Like in the movies?
Exactly like in the movies. It's a moment of pure emotion. It connects people. Even if you are strangers, in that second, you are united by hope.
I may be very traditional, but I prefer the British style. What do you think, listener? Where would you prefer to celebrate the New Year's arrival? Leave a comment telling us your favorite place to celebrate New Year's Eve. We're looking forward to reading you. Now, let's get back to the mechanics of English. To express these traditions and your own plans, you need the right grammar.
Many students confuse will and going to. They think they are the same. They are not.
Okay, let's clear this up real quick. Using the right form just makes you sound more natural and confident. Be going to with a verb. Use this when you're talking about plans or stuff you already decided before now. For example, I'm going to visit my parents next week. That just means you planned it ahead of time, not something you just decided. Will with a verb. Use this when you decide something right on the spot or when you're making a prediction. Like, oh, the phone's ringing. I'll answer it. Here, you're deciding in the moment. You didn't plan this earlier.
Let's hear another role play to see this in action. This is a scene at a New Year's Eve party. Listen carefully and pay attention to when they use will and going to. Listen as many times as you need and practice shadowing. Pause the recording and repeat the character's lines out loud with the same intonation.
Hey Tom. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jess. So, what are your plans for the new year?
Well, I'm going to start a business. I've already written the business plan.
That's amazing. I'm sure you'll be successful.
Thanks. What about you?
Honestly, I don't know yet. But, you know what? I'll help you with your marketing.
Really?
Yeah, I just decided. I'll be your first investor.
Tom, you've had too much champagne.
Maybe, but I'm going to call you tomorrow to discuss it properly.
Okay, break it down, Thomas.
Jessica said, I am going to start a business because she already has a plan. She has the business plan written. That is a strong intention.
But Tom said, I will help you. He decided right there, in the moment, probably because he was happy and maybe a bit drunk. But then he switched back to, I'm going to call you tomorrow to show he was serious about the next step.
Exactly. If you want people to believe in your resolutions, use going to. It shows you have thought about it.
Before we continue to the crazy global traditions, I have a question for you, listener. Do you want to speak English fluently this year? Do you want to feel confident when you travel or work? Do you want to stop translating in your head? If you answered yes to these questions, you are in the right place. This is what we call the yes set in psychology. By agreeing with small things, you are ready to commit to the big thing.
And you are not alone. We have thousands of listeners just like you who are taking their English to the next level. In fact, Maria from Brazil sent us a message yesterday saying, I finally got a job in an international company thanks to your tips on business English. That is fantastic, Maria. This is social proof. When you see others succeeding, you know it's possible for you too.
So, here's a quick challenge. If you are enjoying this episode, take a screenshot of your phone right now, post it on Instagram or Twitter, and tag us. Show the world you are studying. When you make your learning public, you are more likely to stick to it. It's a commitment device. Do you dare to do it? Okay, we talked about the UK and the US, but our listeners are global citizens. I found some stories that are just wild.
Oh, do tell. I love the weird ones.
Have you heard about Spain?
Yes, the 12 grapes.
Exactly. In Spain, you have to eat 12 grapes in the last 12 seconds of the year. One grape for each chime of the clock. It's intense.
I tried that once with a Spanish friend. It is a choking hazard, Ryan. It's very stressful. You start the year with a mouthful of fruit, looking like a hamster.
But the belief is that if you finish them, you get 12 months of luck. It's a great example of scarcity. You only have 12 seconds to secure your luck. That urgency makes people participate.
Now, here is one for you. In Denmark, do you know what they do?
No idea. Do they eat Lego bricks?
No. They break things. They smash plates against their friends' front doors.
Wait, what? They vandalize their friends' houses?
It's affectionate vandalism. Imagine waking up on January 1st to a pile of broken ceramic at your door. You shouldn't be. Actually, The bigger the pile, the more friends you have. It means people love you enough to come over and break a plate. It's the ultimate social proof. Look how popular I am. Look at all this trash.
That is hilarious. I have one L from Latin America, places like Colombia or Ecuador. This one is my favorite because it uses visualization. Go on.
If you want to travel in the new year, you take an empty suitcase and run around the block at midnight.
Just running around the neighborhood with luggage?
Yes, fast.
That is brilliant. It's active. It creates a physical sensation of the goal. Psychologically, you are acting out your desire. You are bridging the gap between where you are, home, and where you want to be, traveling. Speaking of symbolism, Asia has some fascinating New Year traditions too. In many Asian countries, like China, people celebrate Lunar New Year instead of January 1st. Everything is red: decorations, clothes, envelopes.
Red for luck, right?
Exactly. Red is believed to scare away bad spirits and attract good fortune. Even the money gifts come in red envelopes.
That's very intentional. What about India?
India is interesting because there isn't just one New Year. Different regions celebrate it on different dates.
Multiple chances to reset. I like that already.
In some parts of India, people wake up and look at something auspicious first thing in the morning, like flowers, fruit, or gold.
So your very first visual of the year is prosperity.
Exactly. It's like setting the mental wallpaper for the next 12 months.
That reminds me of something I heard about Asia. Cleaning?
Yes, before Lunar New Year, families clean their houses from top to bottom to sweep away bad luck.
But you don't clean on New Year's Day, right?
Right. Cleaning that day would mean sweeping the good luck away. Timing is everything.
All right, listeners, before we go, this part is especially for you. If learning or improving your English is one of your New Year's goals, this moment is yours. And to our learners, this isn't just listening practice anymore. This is action. This is about moving from understanding English to actually using it in your real life. So here's today's challenge. We want you to write a comment under this episode. Not a perfect comment, not a long one, just a real one. Use the structures we practiced today and tell us 2 things. One thing you're going to give up, a habit that's not helping you anymore, and one thing you're going to take up, something new that moves you closer to your goals. For example, I'm going to give up saying my English is bad, and I'm going to take up speaking English every day, even if I make mistakes. And yes, confidence is a habit too. Writing your goals down really matters. When you put a goal into words, it becomes more real. And when you share it publicly, you create commitment. That's the principle of consistency. Your brain wants to act in line with what you've said out loud. So this comment isn't just a comment. It's you saying, this year, I'm showing up for my English.
Exactly. And don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes mean you're doing the work. No one ever improved their English by staying silent. Progress is messy, and that's completely normal. What matters is consistency, not perfection. And here's a little extra motivation. We'll be reading and replying to the first 50 comments personally. Real feedback, real encouragement, real connection. So if you want correction, support, or even just a quick hello from us, don't overthink it. Write your comment and be quick. A little scarcity never hurts. As we start this new year together, remember this. You're not doing this alone. You have the tools, you have the vocabulary, and you're part of a community of learners who are on the same journey. This can truly be the year you stop studying English and start using it, one sentence at a time, one habit at a time.
And if you're ready to commit, Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next episode on Business English Taboos. Thank you for trusting us with your learning journey. We're genuinely excited to be part of it. Have an amazing start to the year. Happy New Year, and remember, this is your year.
Happy New Year. See you in the next episode.